All right, everyone. What is up here today? YouTube Jigsaw0097, bringing you that other video today, and this one has to do with the Cowboys. Guys, I'm making a Cowboys video, and this has to do with Jason Witten. It looks like the Cowboys are bringing him back. He's 37 years old, and so I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on that. Personally, even though Jason Witten is a Cowboy, I've always respected the guy. Especially with what happened with him and Zach Ertz, how Zach Ertz said that he really looked up to him when he was in college and a kid, and then also just how classy of a guy Jason Witten is. I think that he's one of the few players in the NFL as a whole that has handled himself admirably, and you can't really hate a guy like that. So I kind of like Jason Witten for that reason. I felt like him retiring was just kind of like, the Cowboys suck, so I'm going to retire, more so than he actually wanted to. And this actually shows right now too that Jason Garrett is on his last straw, guys. This is his last hoorah as a head coach. Basically, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. So basically, after this season, guys, if Jason Garrett doesn't perform, I think that the Cowboys are finally going to move on from him, even though it sounds like Jerry Jones isn't really decided on that. That's just the vibe that I'm getting from this whole, the way that they got to the playoffs again and lost to the Rams. I'm thinking that they're going to give Jason Garrett one more push, and then who knows who they're going to hire. They're probably going to get some younger guy. Everyone's trying to copy the Sean McVay formula nowadays, which I don't understand why people do that when Sean McVay has really done nothing, if you think about it. I mean, he got to the Super Bowl, but he got utterly destroyed. He lost to the Falcons in 2017. He's not bad, but until he goes over that hump, I just don't understand why the people are praising him. And I don't understand why the league is trying to emulate this younger head coach vibe. Especially when you look at the Doug Petersons of the world, who they've done a lot with very little. They inherit not much. So that's my thoughts on what I think is going to happen with the Cowboys if Jason Garrett doesn't perform. And I think them bringing in someone like Jason Witten is a testament to that. He's going to try everything he can to bring in familiar personnel. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they try to go and get Dez Bryant back for maybe a season. I don't know. I think that Tony Romo is another guy they should actually consider. If I'm being objective here, I think they should actually call up Tony Romo and ask him if he wants to do one more season. Because Dak Prescott, in my opinion, is just not a good quarterback, and I just don't think the Cowboys are ever going to get over that hump unless they get rid of, but I just don't think Dak Prescott is a starting quarterback. I guess I'll say it that way. He never really was even drafted to be the starter either. The Cowboys just had that one fluky year, and they kind of did what the Eagles are doing, where they just let Nick Foles walk. The Cowboys let Tony Romo just go away, which kind of a mistake, if I'm being honest. I say this as an Eagles fan, and I want the Cowboys to remain crappy forever. I hope Jason Garrett stays on the Cowboys and Jerry Jones lives to be 900 years old. But, I'm trying to be objective here, I guess, of what I would actually do if I was the Cowboys. And so, yeah, getting rid of Romo was a mistake, so I'd try to get him back. He in the Super Bowl, the way he was calling plays from the booth, it shows he still has quite a bit of football knowledge left. So it's not like he's completely wasted. So I don't know. That's kind of my opinions. It looks like we'll see more moves in the future, but bringing back Jason Witten lets me know that the Cowboys with Jason Garrett are probably on their last straws. They are ready to move on from Jason Garrett if he does not perform, and so they're going to give him one last hoorah. This is kind of what the Eagles did with Chip Kelly back in the day. They gave him complete control for one season, and he completely failed, and so it was curtains for him after that. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the matter, guys. Jason Witten going back to the Cowboys. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the NFC East as a whole coming up in 2019? Who do you think is going to be the winners? Who do you think is going to be the losers? Personally, I think it's going to be Eagles and Cowboys at each other's throats yet again. But I'll probably make a video about that probably after the draft. I'll give you my opinions of what I think is going to happen with the NFL season, just because I like to see who teams draft before I go into like full-on predictions of what's going to happen. But right now it's looking like the Eagles and the Cowboys are still the number one in the NFC East. The Giants could be there depending on where Nick Foles goes. There is a rumor that now that Nick Foles is a free agent, he could just walk to the Giants, which I would absolutely hate to see, but I mean, that's a possibility. And if Nick Foles does go to the Giants, that's going to make them drastically better, especially with Saquon Barkley. So we'll just have to see, guys. We just don't know. But anyway, like I said, let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. To all my returning viewers, thank you so much for watching. And this has been Jigsaw0097. I'll talk to you all later.